Hello! Today you will learn what minerals are. Choose which one you want to know. Coal is a solid, combustible, sedimentary rock of plant origin. Coals are used as technological, and energy raw materials in the production of coke and semi-coke with the production of a large number of chemical products. Naphthalene, phenols, pitch, etc., on the basis of which fertilizers, plastics, synthetic fibers, varnishes, paints are obtained, etc. One of the most promising areas of use is the liquefaction hydrogenation of coal to produce liquid fuel. Production methods: closed, a mine; open, a quarry; and hydraulic, using water jets under pressure. To meet the needs of the economy, Ukraine annually used about 100 million tons of coal, of which almost 80 million tons were mined by domestic enterprises.
Natural gas is a fossil fuel formed in the bowels of the earth during the anaerobic decomposition of organic matter. It is often a byproduct of oil production.
Brown coal is a combustible sedimentary rock of plant origin, a transitional form from peat to coal. In the structure of Ukraine's balanced coal reserves, brown coal makes up 6.6%. Brown coal is mainly used for burning at thermal power plants as household fuel. On a smaller scale, for bequitting, gasification. Brown coal reserves in Ukraine amount to 34 billion tons. To date, brown coal mining in Ukraine has been stopped.
Petroleum, petrol, or oil is a combustible mineral, a complex mixture of hydrocarbons of different classes with a small amount of organic oxygen, sulfur, and nitrogen compounds. It is formed together with gaseous hydrocarbons at a depth of more than 1.2 to 2 kilometers. Ukraine is only 10 to 12% provided with petroleum of its own production. Currently, the products of oil and natural gas processing are most widely used in the fuel and energy industry. High-octane gasoline fuel, kerosene, diesel, jet fuel, fuel oil, gaseous and solid fuels, motor fuel additives, oils and greases, antifreeze, insulation, and etc. are widely used. Peat is a solid combustible mineral, an organic rock formed as a result of incomplete biochemical decomposition of dead marsh plants under conditions of excessive moisture due to a lack of oxygen. Peat is the first stage in the transformation of plant material into coal. It is used mainly as a fuel for the manufacture of organic fertilizers, activated carbon, graphite, and sometimes for balneological needs. It is of great value for the chemical and biochemical industries, medicine, mechanical engineering, construction, and other industries. Oil shale. Solid combustible minerals containing mainly aquatic organic matter, remains of extinct marine and lake animals, algae, etc., makes them related to oil. It is used as a source of unconventional shale gas, as well as for the manufacture of resins, adhesives, varnishes, etc. Iron ores are natural mineral formations containing iron in such quantities that it is economically profitable to extract it. According to the explored reserves of iron ore at the beginning of the 21st century, the first 3 positions in the world were occupied by Ukraine, Russia, and Australia. Iron ore reserves were explored in Ukraine at the turn of the 20th to 21st centuries. They were estimated by the State Commission on Mineral Reserves at 27.4 billion tons. The extraction of iron ore in Ukraine in 2017 amounted to 161.2 million tons. A small amount is used as natural paints, that is, ochre, and weighing agents for drilling muds. Manganese ores are mineral formations containing manganese in such quantities that it is advisable to withdraw it at the current level of technological development. By the beginning of the 21st century, in terms of reserves and resources of manganese ores, Ukraine ranked first in Europe and second in the world after South Africa. Mercury ores are natural mineral formations containing mercury in concentrations at which their use is technically possible and economically feasible. Due to its unique properties, mercury is used in metallurgy, chemical industry, medicine, agriculture, and many other industries. Nickel and cobalt ores are natural mineral formations containing cobalt or nickel in quantities at which its industrial extraction is advisable. Cobalt is an accompanying element in the extraction of nickel. The main areas of nickel use are metallurgy, production of stainless and alloy steel, chemical and aerospace industries, instrument making, shipbuilding, automotive and aircraft building, and other sectors of the economy. Nickel has the greatest use as an alloy component, along with chromium and the like metals, in the production of high-strength and heat-resistant steels. Analysts predict a significant increase in global consumption of nickel in batteries, in particular for electric vehicles. Cobalt is used to create batteries. The cobalt resources of the world ocean exceed the resources of deposits on land at least 35 times. Titanium ores are mineral formations from which it is economically expedient and technologically possible to extract titanium. They are used in aircraft and rocket building, shipbuilding, for the manufacture of prostheses, etc. Gold-bearing ores are natural mineral formations containing gold in such quantities that it is economically feasible to mine. Gold is indispensable in the manufacture of supersonic aircraft, space rockets, nuclear reactors, electronic devices, and jewelry. Uranium ores are natural mineral formations containing uranium in such concentrations, quantities, and compounds that its industrial extraction is economically feasible. At present, the main application of uranium is in atomic energy as nuclear fuel. Uranium isotopes are also used in medicine, science, and industry. Copper ores are natural mineral formations containing copper in such compounds and concentrations at which their industrial use is technically possible and economically feasible. Aluminum ores are rocks, usually bauxites, and minerals from which aluminum is mined. During the processing of aluminum ore, alumina is first obtained, from which metallic aluminum is smelted by the electrolytic method. In non-ferrous metallurgy, aluminum occupies the first place. Yes, this metal is used in transport engineering, packaging production, construction, and for the manufacture of various consumer goods. Aluminum is also widely used in electrical engineering. Lead-zinc ores are natural mineral formations that are raw materials for the industrial extraction of lead and zinc. The ore is used to make scales, balls, sheets, pipes, and shot. Rock salt is a sedimentary rock of hydrochemical origin, halitolite, consisting mainly of the mineral halite, sodium chloride. According to the purpose, food, feed, and technical are distinguished. Rock salt deposits are developed by the underground method, by the mine, chamber mining system, or by the underground dissolution method. The extracted brine is evaporated in vacuum devices. Isolated cases of extraction by an open quarry method are known. A significant part of rock salt is obtained from salt lakes and springs by digestion. Produced underground spaces are sometimes used to house underground apartments of hospitals, concert halls, museums, cultural facilities, and stationary scientific laboratories. Potassium salts are a group of genetically related potassium and potassium-magnesium minerals and rocks easily soluble in water. The Carpathian potassium-bearing basin consists of sulfate declinations of potassium-magnesium salts. In total, more than 20 deposits are known here. Multi-layered salt deposits are folded into folds distributed by numerous faults and landslides. Balance reserves amounted to 250 million tons. Since 2007, potash and magnesium production has stopped. Sulfur is a yellow crystalline substance of sedimentary origin occurring in nature in a native state and in the form of heavy metal sulfides, pyrite, and others. According to the explored reserves of native sulfur, Ukraine occupies one of the first places in the world, the first place among the countries of the post-Soviet space. Deposits of native sulfur are concentrated in the pre-Carpathian sulfur-bearing basin. The main volume is mined by an open or quarry method, which leads to environmental degradation. The sharp transition to an environmentally friendly method of underground sulfur smelting has led to a sharp reduction in production and an increase in costs. Since 2007, the the extraction of native sulfur has been discontinued. In the Pre-Carpathian Basin, since 2000, only work has been carried out to maintain deposits in an environmentally safe state, drainage of former quarries, drainage, protection, etc. Clay is a plastic sedimentary rock consisting mainly of clay minerals, kaolinite, hydromica, etc. The type of clay is distinguished by the predominance of one or another clay mineral. Clays make up about 50% of all sedimentary rock in the Earth's crust. Clay can be white, gray, red, yellow, blue, or black. In Ukraine, clays are most economically valuable within the Ukrainian Shield. Clays are used in medicine as an absorbent, used in the production of paper, paints, rubber, soap, cement, aluminum, and bricks. Granite is an intrusive rock of acidic composition with a granular structure. Granites are rocks, plutonites, that are rich in quartz and feldspar but also contain dark or basic minerals, especially mica. Granites predominate among intrusive rocks and occupy a significant place in the geological structure of Ukraine. Large deposits in Ukraine are located within the Ukrainian Shield. Stocks of building and decorative granite in Ukraine are very large, which provides both domestic needs and export prospects. Granite is mostly produced locally with funds and only near rivers and railways, which facilitates its transportation. It is used as a building material, for the foundation of large houses, for racks of railway bridges, embankments of rivers and canals, and stairs. Limestone is a sedimentary rock consisting mainly of calcite and admixtures of clay material, silica, iron oxides, and others. One of the most common sedimentary rocks on Earth, it is formed at the bottom of the seas due to the accumulation of organic residues, mainly shells. Limestone is mined in an open pit. Limestone is widely used as a building material. Fine-grained varieties are used to create sculptures. In metallurgy, limestone is used as a flux in the manufacture of paints, lubricating oils, rubber, plastics, soaps, medicines, mineral wool for cleaning fabrics and leather, and liming soils. Chalk is a semi-cohesive sedimentary smear of slightly cemented carbonate rock, which is 90 to 99% represented by calcite, consisting of calcite remains of marine planktonic algae and small shell particles of protozoa. It is formed at the bottom of the seas due to the accumulation of organic residues, mainly shells. Chalk occurs in many places and forms large deposits. They are used in agriculture, paper, and rubber industry, construction, etc. It is also used as a paint for whitewashing rooms, for the manufacture of putties, toothpastes, and powders, as a filler for rubber and paper, and significant quantities of it go to the production of lime. Graphite is a mineral of the class of native semimetals, the most stable crystalline variety of carbon in the Earth's crust. Until 2018, Ukraine ranked second in the world in terms of graphite reserves after China. Projected resources, more than 1 billion tons, 20% of the world. To date, about 300 deposits and manifestations of graphite have been discovered. Until 2018, only the Zavalia deposit, the Zavalia graphite plant, was developed. Graphite mining was not constant and in 2010 stopped. Ukraine was one of the 8 leading producers in the world. Graphite is widely used for the manufacture of electrodes and heating elements, brushes for electric motors, current collectors for electric vehicles, hoisting and transport machines, and powerful rheostats. Neutron moderators of nuclear reactors, nuclear graphite, and mixed with clay for the production of refractory crucibles and footers. Graphite is also used to make simple pencils and artificial diamonds. Mineral waters are underground waters containing mineral, sometimes organic, components and gases in high concentrations, as well as exceptional physical properties, that is, radioactivity, elevated temperature, etc., due to which they act on the human body as therapeutic. About 500 sources of various mineral waters have been discovered on the territory of Ukraine, including those within the Ukrainian Carpathians. Mineral waters are used in medicine, balneology, balneotherapy, some in thermal power engineering. In a broader sense, mineral waters also include natural industrial waters from which iodine, bromine, boron, and other components are extracted, and thermal waters used for energy purposes. More than 80 sources of mineral waters in Ukraine are used for 50 resorts, 20 balneological clinics, and 40 medicinal table water plants. The most common mineral waters: carbonic, hydrogen sulfide, ferruginous, iodine bromine, bromine, and radon, that is radioactive. Sands are loose sedimentary rocks. The largest deposits are confined to modern river as well as Mesozoic, Paleogene, and Neogene marine and lacustrine deposits. In total, about 40 deposits and manifestations of molding sands associated with alluvial deposits are known in Ukraine, used in construction and other industries. Thermal waters are underground waters that have an elevated temperature above 20 degrees Celsius. In Ukraine, the predicted operational resources of thermal waters in terms of heat reserves are equivalent to the use of about 10 million tons of fuel equivalent per year. Territorially in Ukraine, thermal waters are localized in the Crimea and Transcarpathia. Such waters are used for heat supply, treatment, rehabilitation, and as mineral waters. Therapeutic mud. Formations of various genesis, organic and inorganic, mainly deposits of swamps, lakes, estuaries, sea bays, and hilly formations, composed of mineral and organic substances and water which have undergone complex transformations due to physico-chemical, chemical, biochemical processes, and are homogeneous, finely dispersed plastic mass and have healing properties. The therapeutic effect of mud consists of the action of thermal, mechanical, and chemical factors. The volume of natural and recreational potential of Ukraine for therapeutic mud is 25 million person doses.